Hello, my name's Graham Cozier. So if you're receiving this video, that means I've already spoke to you about Utility Warehouse or somebody in our team has. This certainly isn't about the quality of the video or the editing. I'm going to stumble my words and all that kind of stuff, but hopefully you see quality in the information. So my story was 12 years ago when we stumbled across Utility Warehouse. I was working 60 and 70 hours a week as a joiner all over the country. So you could argue that how on earth did I find the time? Well, I knew I needed to find the time because unless I did something different, nothing was going to change. Quality of life. I wasn't seeing my family. I wasn't getting to do my hobbies and pastimes and things that I'd like to. And I'd also got tennis elbow, a bad knee, and a bad back. So physically, I wasn't going to be able to carry on either. When I stumbled across UW, little did I know that it was actually going to turn out to be the best thing that we'd ever done. Because 4.5 years later, I'd replaced the income that I was earning as a joiner, but it was now coming in every month, whether we worked or whether we didn't. So we've now got an income that comes in and a business that fits around our life, not trying to fit a life around a business and work. So the intention behind this is just to give you some more information, focusing on the value of what it could be and what it could mean, and what it could mean to you, so you can make more of an informed opinion. And if it's still not for you, that is absolutely fine. Let's keep in touch for when the timing may be right for you. So I'm now going to switch to a PowerPoint presentation, and you get rid of my my mug. So I'm just going to talk over the slides. I hope you find it useful, the information that I'm going to share. Thank you. So when you understand and you see more, things will change. It says there, when you change the way you look at things, the things that you look at change. So what's this? Well, it's actually this. So when you first look at it, it's the raw diamond. It looks like a piece of coal that you could buy a lot of it for £10, as you can join this business for £10, when it's actually this raw diamond that'd be probably worth £1 million. And that's what this business is actually worth eventually when you see it and you understand it. So it is a vehicle for change. Now, do you ever wish that there was more to life? And to answer that question, yes, I do. I wish I knew how to get more. Then this message is for you. Or if no, I'm happy and content to continue doing the things that I'm doing. Then wish you all the best. Keep in touch, because life is never static. Life challenges come along every 4 years. So this message may well not be for you. But if it is, please listen on. So if life is the same in 5 or 10 years from now, would you be okay with it? How would you actually choose your life to be? Do you ever wish you had more time, or with family, or for hobbies and things? Or if you could put an end to money worries, or if you could have more holidays, more meals out, more life experiences, more flexible working conditions, more recognition and more appreciation. Because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. So for something to change, you're going to have to change some things. What if you could earn more and work less, how different could or would your life look? So this is how most people live and work. And this was brought to my attention and gave me a slap round the face when I read the #1 best-selling business and finance book, a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Everything changed over a 5-year period after I read that book, but it started with an awareness. We're conditioned in school to have a job and work 40, 50 hours a week for 40 or 50 years, have one holiday a year and repeat the same year over and over and call it a life. You know, we accept it for so long that sometimes something comes along and then you can't carry on. So how can you change your situation and how is this different? Well, the first thing is linear income versus passive income. So linear income is how most people work, is where you trade time for money. So if you stop, the money stops. So it's a never ending hamster wheel. So passive income or linear income or residual income or pension style income is doing a job once and getting paid over and over again. That's normally reserved for the rights of authors or songwriters or property investors. You know, write a book or a song, get paid over and over. Invest in a property and the rental income just comes in. That's called passive income. That's a way to get ahead. So you create the ability to earn more and work less. And we've got a vehicle to help people do that. So how can you change it? Another way is your own effort or leveraged effort. John Paul Getty, who's the world's first billionaire, says the way to get ahead is to have 1% of 100 people's efforts as opposed to 100% of your own efforts. And we'll revisit that in a short while. And the whole philosophy behind this is help enough people get what they want. You get everything that we want. Yes, we help people change their bills and save some money, but it's a vehicle for people that are looking to make changes and improvements in their life. So instead of being at the demands of a boss where you've got rigid hours every day, this gives you an opportunity to be your own boss, but under the umbrella of an already established company and system. Nobody ever creates money and time in a job, or 99.9% of the time anyway. Now, I used to really like being a joiner, but it just couldn't give me what it was that I wanted. So I had to start thinking about why and not what that I was doing. So what's most important to you? What you do, or doing something that can create the life choices to be able to live the life on your terms, on our terms. If you continue doing what you do, has it got the capacity to provide the lifestyle that you would choose in a few years from now? Now, there's two ways that we get paid in UW. We get upfront income, which is an average of £250 for helping a customer. And there's ongoing income on that same customer, where there's an average of £5 per month ongoing. So this is doing a job once, getting paid over and over. A customer stays that takes all of our services on average over 15 years. So instead of that linear style income, doing a job once, getting paid once, and it keep repeating, this is, you get an average £5 per month per customer for 15 years, which means you get paid for 12 months a year times 15 years, you get paid 180 times for work done once, at around £5 per month for each customer. So that's £900 for work done once. So this is all about working. Oh, I've got that the wrong way around. This is working smarter, not harder. But that isn't actually the most exciting way that we get paid. Leveraged effort. So this is where, from the people that you introduce as customers and people that are already in your circle now that would also love more money, more free time, more choices. Say 5 people join your team and you learn a system, and then you teach people a system, and that compounds. You introduce 5 people, they each introduce 5 people. In turn, they introduce 5 people, which becomes 125, which in turn becomes 625. A thing called compound growth is happening, which Albert Einstein described it as the 8th wonder of the world. Most people don't know it exists, don't understand it, so have no chance of ever achieving it. They had up to 780 partners who each on an average get 10 customers. So we're not looking to sign up the whole world or the whole 67 million people in the UK ourselves. So we get some customers, introduce some partners, 7,800 group customers at 50p each, ongoing. So that's £3,900 per month, recurring passive style income. What would your life be like with that coming in? So Richard Branson doesn't drive all the trains and fly all the planes. He earns a little bit off of a lot of people, 1% of 100 people's efforts. So this business gives average people a chance to do the same and leverage the efforts of other people, and they can do the same. So the value of residual income, which is an alien concept compared to a pension, because a pension comes in when you finish working, whether you work or whether you don't. Well, that is, so someone starting a pension at age 40 would need to pay £2,200 per month in until age 60 to get £3,900 per month. If you're younger than that, you pay a little bit less. If you get older, you pay more. But the point is, most people haven't got a prayer of paying in a realistic amount to get a realistic return. And we've got an alternative pension plan as well as the upfront income. Or you could look to, you would need around 10 rental properties to generate the same income coming in every month, whether you work or not. So you would need, but you would need 25% deposit for each property. So you need to get your hands on a minimum of 250,000 to have a chance of getting 10 rental properties. 95% of people are not going to achieve either of those using conventional methods. So we've got a proven system to earn more in the short term and create wealth and time and money freedom using a part-time 7 to 10 year plan. And it's a willable asset. What would that mean to you to know that when our time is over on this planet, that the people that we love and care about, that we're leaving behind, are still going to get paid for the efforts that we've done in the previous years? I've got 2 girls, and to me, that is incredibly powerful. It's not how much we get paid. You know, you could be earning £80,000 from a salary, but it still owns your life every day. You've got to keep going every day till it's just gone up to 68. So the how we get paid is over and over for work done once. So if you're ill or a family member's ill or you're made redundant, you're building in an income insurance plan. And as it said there, if you truly understood residual income, you would run through walls to get it, because it is a way to create time and money freedom, because people either have money and no time or time and no money. Most people don't know residual income exists, and they certainly don't know how to get it. You've now seen it and you've got a way to get it. So now you know. So now you know, what would your life be like if you had both time and money combined? Why wouldn't you give it a go? If you've got any further questions or you just want to get started, learn as you go, build your belief, build your confidence, build your skills, build your knowledge, and have a chance with this opportunity of a lifetime with Britain's best kept secret Record numbers of people are joining as partners and customers. The company of the year, growth company of the year in 2022, there has never been a better time. It works. What if it worked for you? And what now? Well, get back into touch with a person who shared this, or contact myself, Graham Cozier, on 07 966 92 4545. I look forward to speaking to you soon, or if it's not for you, thank you for reviewing the information. Speak soon. Bye-bye.